You know what's kind of frustrating? The amount of people out there that feel worthless. I mean, I'm not frustrated at the people, but just the fact that there are so many people out there that feel like they don't matter, it's kind of ridiculous. But then again, who can blame someone for feeling worthless? I mean, we're constantly bombarded by the idea that we're just not good enough the way we are. Lose weight and you'll look better. Do this so that you can fit in. Oh, sorry, you're not smart enough, pretty enough, or cool enough. Therefore, you have less of a value. You need to buy this thing because your life sucks without it, etc., etc., and all the lies. But it just seems so ingrained in our world today that in order to be ourselves and to better ourselves, we need to follow the path and ideas that society have laid out for us. Because, well, that's what's presented to us. We're presented with so many fake and unachievable lifestyles and people that we're supposed to want and be like. And so we end up comparing ourselves to the wrong kind of people and lifestyles, which is kind of a setup for disaster. Nobody likes to admit it, but a lot of us do fall into this trap, and it's because we're just looking for a way to belong and a way to be happy. It's just human nature, survival tactics. But we end up failing at this idea of what we think the world wants us to be and what we think we want to be because it's not truly what we're meant to be, and we end up feeling worthless. But again, we're presented with way more lies than truth, so it's kind of hard to figure out which path to follow. And so it's a really deadly cycle where you just keep haunting yourself with the idea that you'll never be as good as them or what they want you to be. And essentially, you're right. You will never be like them, and why would you want to be? Don't try to be like someone else because it's below your true potential. You aren't meant to be a copy when you were born an original. So just be yourself. Yeah, I'll just be myself. It's that easy, huh? It's just like that. Yeah, it's that easy. But what happens when you don't know who you are anymore? Because you've been living your life trying to be someone else and someone else and someone else, and you've lost track. Or what if you're just afraid to know yourself because in self-discovery you uncover some things that maybe you just aren't ready to deal with? Essentially, some of us are just afraid of being ourselves. Because in order to be yourself, you have to love yourself. And in order to do that, you have to tear down the walls and barriers that you built up. Because love doesn't have limitations or borders. But you built those walls for a reason. You built them for protection. Because you know that love is risky. And it makes you vulnerable to getting hurt. So really, I think the question is loving yourself worth the risk? Or would you rather continue living with this mask upon your face? Because all a mask is good for is covering up what you don't want others to see. But no one can love a lie. And yeah, it's probably one of the hardest things you're ever gonna do, but I promise you the answer is always yes. It's worth it.